Hello, lovely yogi. Welcome to Flow with Shreya. I'm Shreya, and today I'm bringing you a yin sequence designed to welcome summer. The season of summer is full of joy and associated with energy and the fire element. In this sequence, we'll be focusing on the heart and large intestine meridian lines with heart-opening postures. With this practice, we can balance and align our energies to sync up with the energy of summer. So if you're ready to open your heart and celebrate the sun, come flow with me.
You can use a bolster, a firm pillow, or a block for this practice. We'll start in a reclined butterfly, so bring the short edge of your bolster right up against your back in a seated position. Then bring the soles of your feet together and go ahead and lay down and back, supporting your spine along your bolster. You can let your knees fall wide here. You can take your arms out into a T. Take the first few moments just to breathe and settle in. You can even take a deep breath in. Drop your jaw and side away. As you settle in here, allow your body to be still. And throughout practice today, we'll work on allowing our mind to be still as well. In the practice of Yin, we follow three main tenets. The first tenet of Yin is to find your appropriate edge. Now, all this means is that you take your body into a shape or a position where you feel discomfort. It's through discomfort that we can grow and create change within our bodies and our mind. The second tenet of Yin is that we find stillness. The stillness allows all the external noise to fall away so that we can truly turn inward, listen to our own inner wisdom, and again, create lasting change. The third tenet of Yin is that we stay for a time. When we find discomfort and when we find stillness, we want to stay in that space for a period of time. And it's over time that the changes we've talked about really take place. So we'll keep those three tenets in mind as we continue our practice on our mats today. One more deep breath in and out. Gently bring your knees together, feet flat on the mat. Bring your right arm across your chest, roll over onto your left side off of your bolster. Pause here for a breath or two. And then gently press yourself up into a seat as we prepare for the next posture. We'll be taking a seated forward fold, caterpillar pose next. If you have a blanket, you can fold it up and use it by sitting at the edge of the blanket rolling slightly off. And this will just allow your pelvis to hinge forward a little bit deeper in this fold. Taking your legs out long in front of you, take a moment to find your sit bones. Inhale your arms high. As you exhale, reach forward, and then let your palms rest wherever they land. You can always use a bolster either parallel to your legs or hugged into your belly as a place to fold over. Take the first few moments to find that appropriate edge. Find the space that works for you. And once you have found that space, try not to pull or force in this pose. Rather, just let gravity do the work here. Allow your body to just be in the shape. Allow yourself to find stillness in your body and your mind. And over time, gravity will do the work of creating flexibility and releasing tension within your body. And as for releasing tension in the mind, this is something we can do by focusing on our breath. So whenever you find that your mind wanders, thoughts or distractions, feelings come up, allow those thoughts, distractions, and feelings to just float away. Acknowledge that they exist, but don't let your mind get carried away by them. If you feel like your mind is getting carried away, just bring your attention back to your breath. Notice how the air feels going into your nose. Notice how the breath comes out of your nose. Notice how your body accommodates for this breath going in and out. On an inhale, engage your core and walk your palms back. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat on the mat, and take your knees side to side just to release out of that space. When you're ready, make your way onto your belly. We'll be taking Sphinx pose next. Place your blanket, if you have one, underneath your elbows here. From your belly, press up onto your forearms, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders and lift your chest. Take your pinky toes on opposite ends of your mat and allow your glutes to relax here. If you feel any sensations of pain in your shoulders, you can always slide your elbows slightly forward. You can also use a block here as a place to rest your forehead if you have pain in your neck, or as something to grab onto between your palms. Again, take the first few moments to adjust and find your appropriate edge. Once you've found it, soften your eyes, allow yourself to just be. Another option, if you find tension or pain in your neck, is to bring your palms together, bend your elbows, and rest the bridge of your nose onto your thumbs. While we seek stillness in a yin practice, if you ever feel that the sensation of discomfort is turning into pain, you always have permission to move back off and adjust in any way you need to. But if it is just discomfort you're feeling, take a pause and notice if you can focus on your breath to get through the discomfort. This practice is designed to summon the joy of summer, to open up our hearts, and to align our energies with the element of fire, which is what rules the season of summer. On your next exhale, take your elbows wide, stack your palms on top of each other, and rest your forehead on the backs of your palms. Find a few breaths here to release out of that back bend. On your next breath, bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Press your hips back towards your heels. We'll find a child's pose here. You can take your knees as wide as your mat. Bring your big toes together behind you. And if you'd like a little bit of support from your bolster here, you can bring it long ways underneath the front of your body. You can place your forehead or chin on the bolster here, or you can place one cheek on your bolster, and I'll let you know when to switch cheeks halfway through. Notice your body being fully supported on your mat or on your bolster here. Allow your body to feel heavy. Release any tension you might be holding on to in your muscles. If you had one cheek on your bolster, you can now turn the opposite cheek to your bolster. Long, slow breath in, smooth, steady breath out. On an inhale, gently press yourself up out of that child's pose. And then bring your bolster horizontal on your mat. We'll be taking fish pose next. It's a good idea to have a block or a blanket handy near your head here. Now pulling the long edge of your bolster right up against your back. Bend your knees, take your feet flat on your mat, and gently allow your spine to curve over your bolster. If your head reaches your mat here and you feel comfortable, you can stay here, or you can place a block or a blanket underneath your head. If you don't have a bolster and would like to use a block instead, bring the long edge of your bolster right up against your spine. Place it down as you support your spine on your block. Again, you can use a blanket underneath your head here. You can keep your knees bent here if you'd like, or you can extend your legs out long. Find a shape that creates a level of discomfort that you need on your mat today. As we open our hearts here, we may feel vulnerable, and that's totally normal. Try not to judge any feelings or thoughts that come up, or if your mind wanders. Rather, just gently redirect your attention to your breath. Long, slow breath in, smooth, steady breath out. By taking the time to slow down and surrender on our mats here, we're balancing the energy of summer within our bodies and our minds. On your next exhale, bring your feet flat on the mat if they weren't already. Hug one knee into your chest, grab onto the back of that thigh, and then pull yourself up as you place that foot back down. If you have a bolster here, you can place it under your knees as we transition into Savasana, our final resting pose. You can also cover yourself up with your blanket here, or you can just take a traditional Savasana flat on your mat. Take a moment here to take a deep breath in and sigh it away as you melt into your mat for your final resting pose. your next breath, gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing energy back into your body. And as you exhale, hug both knees into your chest. Roll over onto one side. And then gently press yourself up into a seat. Taking any seat that's comfortable to you, bring your palms to heart center, allow your eyes to close. And take a couple of cleansing breaths together. Deep breath in, drop your jaw and side away. Another breath, fill up your lungs. And as you exhale, let it all go.
I wish you a joyful and enjoyable summer ahead. If you want to practice more Yin Yoga, be sure to check out my Yin Yoga playlist, linked in the cards and the description bar below. It always means a lot to me if you take a second to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel to support the work that I do here. As always, the clothes I'm wearing and the mat I'm practicing on, as well as any props we've used, will be linked in the description bar below, so check it out if you're interested. If this flow made you feel good, be sure to share it with someone you care about. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.